Why do we attract the type of guys that we do? Broken man, cheat man, looking for a mama man, looking for a sponsor, build a bear, build a males, fixer-uppers. Why do we attract the type of men that we do? That's our Scandalous Saturday Stir, ladies. Welcome back to my channel, Church Girls Want to Get Married To. My name is Janice Hylton Thompson, and yeah, we're going to talk about why is it that we attract the type of men that we do. Let's try to invite a few ladies here on Facebook. And of course, I am doing this on Facebook live. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Let's invite a few ladies here. Let's see. Waiting for this to pop up. Yes. It's crazy that I was having this discussion with someone at work, and then I came home, it was on Facebook, and yeah, so we need to talk about this. Let's invite Denise, Coco, Danielle, Andel, Kelly, Danny, Bettina, Nicole, just a few of my regular ladies, and Nicole, the other Nicole, Pam, Janet, Shonda, Alexis, Gina, Peggy, Kathy, Sheila, Shaniqua, Alpha, Michelle, Ryan, Rhonda, Mary. Of course, some of these ladies are wonderful, but they're married. But they're some of my biggest supporters, so we invite them so they can chat with us. So, how's everyone doing? It's summer, ladies, and I need you ladies to get out and date. Gather data, place yourself in position so that you can meet eligible bachelors who are looking for wives. Very, very important. Yes. Holly, I have to connect with her. I haven't talked with her in a minute. Sue should be getting married this year. Yes, my darling. So yes, that's what we're going to talk about. Why do we attract the type of men that we do? And the lights just went out. They're doing some work outside, so I don't know what's going on. Did the lights, they're doing work. Oh, there it is. It came back on. Denise, hi, welcome, my darling. Welcome. You forgot me. Denise, and of course, my darling Denise. How could I forget my darling Denise? But you know, when you press invite, it's just the names that come up. So maybe I didn't go down far enough. But how are you? Good morning. I was trying to get on last night, but by the time hubby got home, he was flying home from Indiana. He was trying to get home Thursday night, but because of the weather, he wasn't able to come home. But he came home last night. By the time he got home around 9, and I made him dinner and blah, 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 I was just too tired. Frankie, welcome. So we're talking about, and of course, I was on my computer earlier, and it just went out. So, I'm on my phone. Ooh, and let's see if I could put my computer here so I could read your comments. And this is what I was going to wear last night. Sweet. What is it? If we are what we eat, well, I am awfully sweet. That's cute. Yes. So we're talking about why do we attract the type of guys that we do. Okay, that's a big one for ladies, especially women who are established, especially women who got it going on. You know, women who, like myself, you know, I had to put myself through school. I had to work very hard to provide a comfortable and good, decent life for my daughter and myself. You know, most of you know I had my daughter when I was 16. I've always wanted to get married, but I never exactly met a man that I wanted to turn my life over to, because that's what we do, ladies. When we get married, we are turning our lives over to this man. That's what submit means. Submit to come under someone's leadership, someone's authority, someone's direction. And so because I was on my own for so long, I knew exactly what I wanted. Cardell, hello and welcome. And so when I was looking for a husband, when I was waiting for a husband, when I was positioning myself, when I was waiting to be found by my husband. I knew exactly what I want, and I didn't want no bums. I didn't want to build a bear. I didn't want to build a Bob. I didn't want to build a male. I didn't want somebody who had to build up. And the conversation now is, oh, all y'all women want a ready-made man. Yes, we want a ready-made man, especially when we're in our 30s and 40s. If a man is in his 30s and 40s and 50s and you're not made yet, what's wrong? You waiting for me to come and make you? You're not my son. You are the man that I'm supposed to come under, submit my life to, and submit my life to your authority, your leadership. I am turning over my life to you, but you need me to build you? That don't make any sense. Hello, welcome to my sister Patrina. Patrina, I ain't got no food. Last week I was gonna text y'all, say what happened to my food, sis? What's going on with my food? That's my brother's wife. He cooks. If you're in the Jersey area, you want dinner, Caribbean dinner, Jamaican food on Saturday, let me know. Hook you up with my brother. Okay? So ladies, when I was looking, I understand, especially those women who has established themselves, that put themselves through school, submit because they can take care of themselves and their children. And then the type of men they are meeting are men who are looking to be built. They want somebody to take care of them. They want a woman to build them. They want a woman to take care of them. They want a woman to pay. You in Canada? Girl, when did you go to Canada? They want a woman to take care of them and provide for them and complain. And Naisha, welcome, my darling. Welcome. Good morning. And build them and take care of them. They're complaining. All of y'all women want ready-made men. Yes, because we're ready-made women. Okay. Another argument I hear is men, and I can always tell when a man, based on what a man says, I can tell where he is. Because the man that says, equal and what you're bringing to the table, see, they don't understand. Oh, you're crossing the border now. Okay, have a safe trip. Oh, wow, that is so nice. You guys are going to Canada. I guess I won't be getting no Caribbean food today. Guess I'm going to have to go to the restaurant and get my soup today. But equal this and pay half and all. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I believe a husband, my dad taught me, a husband is to provide, profess, and protect. So for me, when I was gathering data, dating is all about gathering. He said, look, thank you, bro. Thank you. He's supposed to be driving. What are you looking at me for? Gathering the data. When I was gathering the data, the man that needed my money to help him put a roof over my head, my daddy said, the least a man can do for you is put a roof over your head and food on your table. Least he can do is that. If he can't do that, I'm not interested. If I met a man that needed my money to do all that he is to do for me as a husband that I'm submitting to and turning my life over to, I was not interested. Okay? So let's read these things. And of course, I got this from somebody else. I just added to it. Somebody said, this is all I attract. I'll be 30 next year, and I mostly attract married men. Married men. Said mostly Cedric Hunter. Hello. Thanks for watching or sharing. Which one did you share? Married men. Broken men, cheat men, psycho men, drunk men, drug addict, short men under 5'6", fat men over 250, men under 30 players. Okay, Cedric, hi. Oh my God. Anita, hello Anita, thank you for joining me. Welcome, happy Saturday. Someone says, I borrowed this. So I'm 30 years old, have a good job, my own place and car, been single almost 3 years, but it seems like the only guys I attract are those who are unemployed, live at home with family, or don't drive. I've always heard you attract what you put out. You attract what you put out. Okay? But I don't know what I'm doing or doing wrong to keep attracting these kinds of men. I refuse to date someone who doesn't have at least the same things as I have. That was when I was dating. He got to have what I have or better. Preferably better, okay? Because a husband is to make your life better, okay? Not saying he has to make 100K or drive a Porsche or his own home. My husband had to be able to provide a home for me, okay? We not, Those are some of my requirements. In my late 30s, please, in my late 30s, I was interested in men in their 40s, okay? But at least have the same drive I have in securing my independence. Can somebody please tell me? So what I said to this person is, you are putting out that you are a provider. So women, those of us who are established, we've got the good job, we got our own homes and cars and so on. Cedric said, you make sense to me with a question mark. Now you should say, good morning, Anita. Hi, Janice Bell. Hey, girl, Anita. Dee Dee, welcome, my darling. I've been missing you. How are you? I'm glad to see you addressing why these women are attracted to those types of men. So what I said, yes, because you know what? I lived in the hood. Those men, they didn't talk to me. They did not talk to me, honey. They didn't talk to me. You know, the guys, when you leave where I lived, when it was just me and Lexi in a studio apartment, me and Lexi stayed in that studio apartment for about 6 or 7 years, sleeping in a full side bed. Trust me, ain't no man coming over at my house. Okay? Okay. But the corner store was down the street. I would cross the street because that's the line the bus would come on. The guys that's at the corner store, that you left them there in the morning when you go into work and school, and when you come home, they're still there. They didn't talk to me. They didn't talk to me. They didn't. They didn't talk to me because they knew I was not of their kind. I didn't carry myself in a way for them to talk to me because they're not what I want. They didn't speak to me. Hi, Eunice. Hello, my darling. Couple of people coming on. Aaliyah, welcome. Andrea, welcome. Those guys didn't talk to me. So especially those of us who are women, and something we have to understand as women, and God gave me a revelation about this. I'm going to write it. Eunice, I am retired. What you say about this? She's retired. You got to find your retired husband, honey. Eunice, place yourself in a position. Not fine, but place yourself in a position. Okay, so ladies, we have to be careful what you, Danielle, the other Danielle, hello, welcome. I said to this person, you are putting out that you're a provider, okay? A provider, a man that's a provider is going to attract a woman that wants to be provided for, okay? So ladies, when you put out, when your essence, your spirit, the Bible talks about how David had an excellent spirit. Also, what from my book, Praying for Our Children, my first book I wrote. This is the prayer devotion part of it. But what got me was the Bible says Moses' parents looked at him and saw that he was a what? A goodly child. Okay. So, ladies, we have to be careful of the essence that we put out. You put out a provider, that your provider, guess who you're going to attract? You're going to attract men that want to be provided for. So you can't put that out. You have to tone that down. You don't need to. I think one of the biggest mistakes we can do as a woman is when we meet a man, you say, I got 6 college degrees. I got my own house. I got my own car. I make $250,000 a month. I got this. I got that. I got that. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make, because what you're going to attract is a man that want to be provided for and taken care of. Okay. And for a man that wants to provide for you, that's going to be a turn off. I know it don't make sense, but that's how men are. We have to understand the difference between men and women. Men want, no matter how much money you have, a man wants to, real men I'm talking about, not little boys. A man wants to provide for. When I met my husband, and another thing I told the ladies, what's your gift? When I first met my husband, I was marketing my book. I was real cute, and all I did was talk about my book and Lexi. And he said the way I talked about my daughter grabbed his attention. I was talking about my baby. I was talking about my job, and I had a good job. I have a very, 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 very good job when I met my husband. Never mentioned it. We probably mentioned it because it was a networking event. So, you know, you have to network and talk. But I wasn't pushing, oh, I have my degree and I work so-and-so and I make so much money. Because I was looking, my desire was for a husband to provide for me, to protect me, to profess his love. So if I met a man like my husband and I'm giving off I don't need to be provided for, I don't need to be protected, then that's going to turn him off, because that's what he does. He's the provider, he's the protector. So you be soft and, oh, my baby, and oh, my daughter, and my book. Book is your gifts, ladies, whatever your gifts. Oh, I play the keyboard. Oh, it's just so wonderful, and it's so nice. And no matter how much degree you have, no matter how much money you make, don't mention it. Do not mention it. Don't mention. You have to understand that men, providers, they want to protect you and provide for you no matter how much money you make. Good men now. I'm not talking about the little boys out here that's looking for somebody to take care of them. They want to, their purpose is to, they want to be able to fulfill their purpose. So if you're, I'm provider, I can pay for this, I can pay for that, I can pay for this, I can buy this, I can do that, buy that, then you're saying to him, you don't need him. I tell him every day, baby, I need you. I need my husband. I need my husband. Oh, could you? Yes. I used to take the garbage out because my husband traveled a lot. And so about a month ago, hi, Matt, welcome. He says, I said, oh my God, you're going away for a whole week. Oh, the garbage. Oh, I just can't. It makes me late. You know what he did? He ran to Home Depot, bought one of those big garbage containers, the one you close. We have a few, but you know, the big one. And he says, baby, just put the garbage in there. Don't worry about it. And I'll take it out when I come back. Or if he's going away, like, garbage come twice a week, right? So if it's like he's going to miss one garbage, is good. But if he's going to miss two garbage, then he'll ask my neighbor Anthony to take it out. So when he's not here, if he's going to miss the two garbage day, he asks Anthony to take it out. And if he's going to miss one garbage day, then he said, just leave it. Just leave it. Can I take the garbage out? Yes, I can. I've taken the garbage out for years. I don't want to. Okay? I don't want to. So you have to show them that you need them. I need you. Please take the garbage out. Please. I just can't take the garbage out. And he knows every weekend he fills up my tank. I don't ever have to go to a gas station. I don't have no need to go to a gas station. It's practically a brand new car. The other truck I had, I love that truck because it's so big and spacious. I was backing out the driveway one morning. I heard something say, pop! I jumped out, grabbed the baby. I left the truck almost in the street. I have a long driveway. I ran. I was like, Michael, oh my God, the truck. Could you please call me an Uber? Call me an Uber. I gotta get to work. I think for us women, you have to show the men that you need them. It's just the way it is. It is, and stop walking and talking about, I don't need a man. I'm going to write something on that. You do. All of those things you're saying is turning the men folks off, okay? Death and life is in the power of the tongue. You will have what you say. So what you put out is what you will say. I always say, oh, I need a husband. I need my husband. I need my husband. Could I pay my own rent? Yeah. When I met my husband, I was getting ready to buy a house. Do you understand? I was getting ready to buy a house. He had a townhouse, and I was going to buy a multifamily, at least a 2 or 3 family. You know, they say live in one and the other one to pay your rent. That's honey, Dee, look at that. She said, be right back. My husband just called. That's right. You get you a good husband, you run to him. Okay. I know some ladies don't believe in that, but you don't understand. What you put out is what you get back. Okay, I'm missing some comments here. Denise said, these women, what does that mean? These women. Okay, Denise, I'm missing that. What you mean by that? I said these women? Okay, it was a woman that was, remind me again. I'll rent one of those women my 18-year-old truck so he doesn't come across as a provider. Okay. I see what you're saying. So it's the question that I got. Maya, welcome. Matt, welcome. So Myra, welcome. Is Maya and Myra, wow, welcome. So ladies, it's what you put out. So she says here, single almost 3 years. She has her own job, my own place and car. Ladies, when you go out and when you meet a guy and you're talking to him about what you have, never mention your job. Never mention your education. Never mention what you have. Talk about your gift. Talk about your gift. And talk about and be all about him. Get the data from him. I told you when I met my husband, and I was sitting just like this. He was sitting next to me. The man was flirting with me all night. I didn't know because I was marketing my book. So I didn't know. I didn't know he was flirting. He leaned over and he said to me, excuse me, he says, "You must have your mother's leg." I caught it. You know what I did? I was sitting this way. He was sitting next to me. You know what I did? Turned. Gave him more legs. I gave him more legs, ladies. And then I turned all my attention to him. "So, where did you say you work?" See, ladies, you got to get the men to talk about them. Because what they need is for you to... about them. I'm talking about real men now. Real men. Don't talk about, oh, well, I got 10 bachelor's degree. And yes, that's celebratory. But when you're dating, you don't need to mention that. It's confusing. I know. It makes no sense. I know. But pay attention to the woman, to what a lot of the women are saying. In that chat, that's what a lot of these women are saying. You can't put that out there. So what do you do? When he says, so what do you do? What is your gift? So what do? You answer with your gift. "Oh, I paint. I like to paint flowers and butterflies. Oh, I'm a writer." Put all the attention on him. Get him to talk about him, to see if you can gather the data on him to see if he's a good match for you. Okay? She says she only attract unemployed. What you gonna do with the unemployed man? I don't do unemployed. Okay. Live at home with family. That means he's looking for somebody. You know why? Because she can do that. She drives. She live at home. She have her own show. I've always heard that you attract what you put out. Yes, it's true. You attract what you put out. So if you're attracting men that need help, then you are putting out that you are the helper, that you can help them. And ladies, being a helpman has absolutely nothing to do with pay bills, help him to become the man. It makes no sense to me. You're about to turn your life over to this man. You're about to submit to this man. You're about to come under his leadership, under his protection, but you need to help him to become the leader and the protector that you need. That don't make no sense, y'all. Just think about it. What they tell us mothers, women who have little boys. I do believe this. I know it's controversial, but this is what I believe. I do not believe that a woman can raise a little boy to become a man. Okay? I have a perfect example. I know some people argue. It's not up for argument or debate. It's just what I believe. Because like my daddy says, a man needs another man to teach him how to be a man. Can you raise him as to be, you raise him, you do the best you can, but to be a man, he needs another man to teach him how to be a man. Okay. King David needs to sit under Saul to learn how to become a king. King Saul had to be taught by Samuel, the judge, the priest, and the prophet. No, Samuel wasn't a priest. Samuel was a prophet and a judge. King David was the only prophet, priest, and king, like Jesus. How to be a king. And even though King Saul was trying to kill David, guess what David was doing? He was learning how to become king. Okay. I know you can disagree. It's not up for debate. That's what I believe. And I believe little boys need men to teach them how to be men. My husband was away this week, right? And so my husband usually dresses the baby. He gets him up, take him to the bathroom. My son is 4. And one day last week, I dressed him. My husband was away. My husband had to go to the office early Monday. And so I got him up. He didn't want to pee. So I was like, oh, okay. I dressed him, brought him to school. I forgot when I got to school to let him pee before I brought him in the class. Sure enough, 10, 15 minutes later, it just came down. He peed on himself. So the teacher told the aide to tell me it was a lot of pee. That's because that was his morning pee. So this week my husband was away and I got him up every morning and I nope, we're going to stay right here until you pee. So Friday I was telling my husband, Thursday, he didn't want to stay on the toilet. So I said, okay, stand on the tub and pee in the tub because you have to pee and then I'll just spray down. So Thursday I was like, okay, Michael, pee. Friday, I said, pee. He said, take it out. I said, took it out. And I said, okay, pee. He was like, no, mommy, you have to hold it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm holding for him to pee. So once he finished pee, I'm, pulling up his clothes. He said, no, mommy, you have to shake it. I was like, oh, okay. Now, mommies, we do the best we can. But I do believe boys need a man. Either your uncle, your daddy, somebody. Just like girls need a mommy. Girls, men do. If you're raising a little girl, you do the best that you can do. Because you need, I remember when I used to live with my daddy didn't understand cramps. He wanted me to get up and do stuff. And I'm like, I can't. My stomach hurt. Until he had a living girlfriend. And then she was like, no, she has cramps. She can't get up. She can't leave her alone. She can't do no floors, do dishes. She can't. Why? Now I had a woman in the house that understood what I was going through. So yes, we do the best we can, but I do believe we need a man around. Okay, Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Welcome. Anika, welcome. Maya, welcome. Taylor, welcome. Hello. Lord, I'm missing a lot of people. Alfred, hello. Suzanne, hello. Janita, hello. Sarah, welcome. Okay, Dee Dee is back. Let me try to get on my computer because it's hard to see on my... Oh, Lord, the computer's with batteries gone for the mouse. Oh, I need to read this. That's why I wasn't on here. So, ladies, why are you mean? Because that's what you're putting out. Let me finish reading that really quick because I have to run out with her deliciousness. And so we got to stop put that out. I know it don't make any sense. You want to talk about your education. You want to talk about your big job. Save that for your mama. Save that. Call me. Don't call me. Message me. And we'll talk about that. Okay? But when you're out dating, don't put that out. Do not put that out. I know it don't make any sense, but trust me on that. Trust me on it. My husband's frat brothers. My husband's frat brother and his best friend met his wife. She had a restaurant. My husband's frat brother's an engineer. She had a restaurant. You know what he did? He bought the restaurant. Marry her and retire her. That's what men want to do for you. Providing husbands. My new book coming out. My new book, y'all, 338 pages. Coming soon. I talk a lot about that. About the type of husband. Provider husband. There's provider husbands and there's husband that want to be provided for. So even though she owned a restaurant, very, very successful restaurant, he wanted to do all of those things for her. He bought it from her. He retired her. They have 3 beautiful children. Raina, hello, welcome. Okay, so you can't put that out. Even though she was a restaurant owner, and she's from one of the African countries. She's from Ethiopia. Ethiopians are so beautiful. Her whole family, the women, they're just so beautiful and very soft and very ladylike. Oh my Lord, they're just one of the most beautiful people I have ever seen. She said, I refuse to date someone who doesn't have at least what I have. No saying, yeah. Is my independence. Okay, we can't talk about independent. I'm sorry, I did a video on that. I talk about not talking about your independent black woman. I understand what you're saying, but the men, they don't understand. When they hear an independent black woman, what they hear is you don't need them. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying that we struggle to take care of ourselves and provide for our children, and we did it independent of anybody else, not a man. We wasn't shagging. We didn't do any of that. We did it ourselves. That's what we're saying, but that's not what the men hear, because men hear differently than we do. Okay? So that's why we have to say things in a way for them to understand. It's all about language. My whole book is about what men mean when they say this. When they say this, this is what they mean. Okay, for example, I was thinking about that this morning, and I'll probably write it in part 2 of that book. Is this guy, he said to me, you don't trust anyone because you don't trust anyone. Click, 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 click. My daddy had already told me that the men are going to come and say things because you've been on your own, first of all, because you've been on your own for 16, since you're 16, because you put yourself through school, because you struggle to make a life for yourself, it comes off as you don't trust anyone. And I did not, okay, unless a man have been through the process for me to check him, trust him like my husband, I didn't trust him. So what this guy was doing, he was playing with my mind. What he wanted me to do is to defend that I trust somebody. I said, I didn't say anything, and he said it again, right? Because you don't trust anyone. And I looked at him, and I just looked at him. I know I said something. I remember this morning. Because what he wanted me to do was defend it. And say, oh, no, I trust you. See, that's the little door they want to get in, ladies. They want to use that little door to get in. They say, oh, no, I trust you. Hi, Terry Williams. Hello, Terry. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. It's my little sister. We came up together in the church. I hope that's Terry Williams that we came up together in the church. In Faith Christian Center. Yeah. Okay. So what I said to her is, you are putting out that you're a provider. When you put out that you're a provider, guess who you're going to get? Somebody who wants to be provided for. Therefore, you're attracting men who need to be provided for. Don't talk about all that you have, whatever your hobby is. Then talk about what your hobby is. Then perfect that and put that out. Be the damsel. Okay? Men want damsels. Even though you're not a damsel, you have to be the damsel. Hey, Terry. You have to be the damsel, even though you're not. People talk about Delilah. I am not mad at Delilah. I love Delilah, and I'm writing something about that. You read about Delilah. Okay? Delilah was able to get what she needed and what she wanted. People talk bad about her. Y'all could learn a lot from Delilah. Okay? Because God gave men a gift. It's a gift God gave them to talk and to get what they want. Get the cookie. Okay? And the men are very calculated. We have to be calculated, and we have to learn how to talk and learn how to say what we need to say to get what we need to do. Men want to feel needed. Yes. Even if you think you might not need, they need to. Do you think I can put gas in my car? I mean, I don't get out. I could find a gas station. But no, I can't do it. Could you please, Micah, please? Micah, I just can't. The garbage is just so, I can't. Okay, they want to be feel needed. Okay, they want you to. Oh my God, you're so great. You're so wonderful. I tell my husband all the time, you know I married you because you're so smart. Oh my God, you're so smart. You're brilliant. That's why I married you. I'm a very strong woman. I had to choose to allow my husband to be. Yes, you have to allow him to be the man. Allow him to be the man. Allow him to be the man. Yes. And yes, I totally agree on a man that can hold his own. I refuse to marry Bill the Mills, Bill the Boss, and I refuse to be fixer upper or Polly the Potter. Finally, reposition yourself. Change your environment. If you keep meeting these bombs, you have to change. Cassandra, Pastor Cassandra, how are you, darling? Change your environment and put yourself in the environment of successful, well-off men who wants to do for you. That's what I had to do. I love businessmen. I had to put myself in businessman environment, and guess what? Boom! Met my boo-boo. Businessman. But I had to place myself in his position. Where was Ruth when she met Boaz? In his field. In his field. Ruth was in Boaz's field when she met him. Where was Rachel when she met Jacob? At the well. But how long did Jacob have to work to prove himself to her daddy that he can take care of her, ladies? Jacob worked 14 years to prove to Laban that he can take care of Rachel. Where was church girl Leah waiting for her husband at home? She never got no husband to love her, okay? Where was the woman, even the woman at the well? She done had 5 husbands and she was looking for husband number 6. Where was she? Trying to find husband number 6 at the well. Because she know the men folks come to the well. And who did she meet at the well? Jesus. because she needed Jesus in her life. Okay? So ladies, place yourself in the position, whatever type of men you like, wherever they hang out, that's where you need to be. You need to put yourself in their environment, because they're not going to come knocking at your door. They're not going to knock at your door. Okay? They're in their environment. So you have to place yourself in their environment so that they can find you. Okay? You at the house, you at the church with the two people and wondering, me, church girl, want to get married too. Why wasn't me my husband? Because he don't come to my little corner store with two people. Okay? He was down at the big church where the pastor was a lawyer, and the pastor was also his frat brother and was full of businessmen. That's where all the men folks are. When I went to Metropolitan Baptist Church, I looked around, I said, this is where all the men are. All the men was there. I think that's the first church I've been to that the men might equal the woman. I've never, in my whole life, and I've been in church my whole life, I've never been in a church where I saw the men were equal to the number of women. Never seen it. I'm getting ready to go because my little boy is coming down. I have to message you, my sir. My marriage now is so different than my first. See, Dee Dee? Yeah, I want to hear your story, dear. I want to hear, because you know sometimes we got change. Many women are trying to be the man. You can't be the man, honey. If you gonna be the man, guess who you're gonna attract? You're gonna attract a man who's like a woman. Okay, if you're like a woman trying to be the man, you're going to attract a man who's like a woman. Okay, so if you want to attract that provider, protector husband, guess what you have to be? You have to put out your essence. Have to be one that want to be provided for and protected. But also, ladies, reposition yourself. Find where the type of men are that you want to meet and put yourself in their environment, because they're not going to come knocking at your door. They didn't come knock at my door, and they didn't come to the church. And I went to a business event and my husband came and sat right next to me. You understand? Not across the room, not down the hall. He sat next to me. I was sitting across from my girlfriend like this. My girlfriend was sitting there. There's a sheriff officer that worked at my job. His wife was sitting here. Michael comes in, recognized her because they went to school together, and sat right next to me. No, you tell me that's not God. Okay? You tell me that's not God. But get what I had to do, I had to put myself in his environment. That's where he was hanging out with all the businessmen and the business folks. So that's what I had to do, place myself in his environment. So ladies, I'm going to run. Shelly, hello, welcome. Zoe, welcome. Find the type of men that you like. Place yourself in their environment so that they can pick you up and make your essence. You have to change your essence about you. Okay, be needy. Okay, men want to protect you. Okay, think about all the fairy tales. Okay, it's always a damsel in distress. Always a damsel that need, oh, protect me. Oh my God, protect me. Oh my God, protect me. Okay. No, it don't make no sense, right? But that's just the way men are. Men are, okay? I told y'all my husband is in marketing, and he went to school for engineering, right? So sometime when he does his blueprint, he come home and he spread his blueprint out on the table. You know, spread it out. Spread out his blueprint. They all look like, this is how they look. Little squares with little numbers in it. And I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know, like this little boxes with little, I don't know what that stuff is. But guess what I do? Oh my gosh, Michael, you did all of this by yourself? Oh, that is wonderful. Oh my God, really? Wow. And what's that? What's going to be there? And he'll tell me, oh, so-and-so is going to be, because there's a big conference coming out, and he'll took a whole convention center, and he have to lay out the convention center. This person go there, this person go there, and it looks just like this with little numbers. And he can tell you this is going to be so-and-so, so-and-so is going to be there. If you want to come, you can share this with so-and-so. This person is going to be there. This bank is going to be here. This business is going to be here. It's little boxes with little numbers in it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what that is. But you know what? I'm like, oh my God, Michael, oh my God, you're so smart. You're so brilliant. Oh my God, really? I'm so proud of you. Oh, I'm so happy. That's how they are. Okay, you gotta be like that. Okay. Okay. You just have to understand men, they're different than us, and we need to learn their language. We need to learn their language. We need to understand them. I know people talk about Steve Harvey, but he wrote a book, Think Like a Man. People talk bad about him and talk bad about that book. But honey, that is a revelation. Okay, and what he's saying is you have to think. You have to understand how a man think. He's calculated about getting the cookie. You need to be calculated about keeping the cookie. How can you keep the cookie? Okay, and I'm going to share my other video about taking the cookie. Nicole, hello, Nicole, my sister. Nicole. Okay, ladies. So if you are attracting, what she said, builder bobs, I added that. Married men. Something about you, not you, but something. Hi, Christina married her high school, her childhood sweetheart, honey. So blessed. She married her is it high school Christina or childhood sweetheart? They've been married for what, 10 years? 7 years maybe, Christina, 7 years? I've been married 6 years. So you may be married 7 or 8 years. So if you're attracted to married men, there is something about you that tells a married man that you're willing to jump in the bed with a married man. Broke man, something. You're putting something out there that you can take care of the broke man. Cheap. Somebody else, she's not on. Said the guy is so cheap. I said, girl, move on, cheap. I cannot do a cheap man. Psycho, he crazy. Why you keep attracting crazy men? Something. Drug addict man. Something. Like the church folk used to say, baby, you got something on you. Pastor Cassandra, you still on? The old church mothers used to say, you got something on you, girl. There is something on you that's attractive. Remember, it's like the magnets when we was in biology. Was that biology or chemistry class? When you put the little magnet, the magnet, and the thing would jump up. Why? Because they had what it needed to connect. So if that's what you guys are attracting, not you guys, but I'm just speaking in general, then we got to change something. We have to change something about us and about why we are attracting what we're attracting, and how can we attract the men that we do. I'm going to do a video on how I attracted a successful black man, because that's a question I get a lot. How to attract a successful black man. So ladies, listen, summer, I want to see you ladies dating, gathering data. Okay, dating is about gathering data. It's not about getting in a relationship, making a baby, moving in, shacking up. It's meeting a man, gathering the data you need, and it's also about the process of elimination. So for me, remember, my number one was he had to be born again. So if I met a man that was not born again, guess what? There was no need in me trying to get him saved. I moved on. Next. Okay. So, and another thing is knowing what you want. So if you meet and build a bar, that's not what you want. Drop him. Don't try to build him and try to get him to become what you need him to be, so he can be the husband you need to be. Worst thing you can do. Okay. Never marry potential either. All right, I have to go because I have to run out with the Hubbylicious. But I'm going to upload this video to YouTube. I put my YouTube channel here. If you have not connected with me on YouTube, please connect with me on YouTube. I finished my probation period on YouTube. Yeah, I'm so happy for everyone that watched video and share and leave comments and so on and so on. Okay, any questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Because I have to run. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Any questions before I go? Oh, my little boy he's ready to go. We have to run out. Then I'm gonna run. Okay, no questions. All right. Love you guys. Any other questions or comments, leave them on my page and I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. I'll get on and talk about it. Okay. Love you all. Gotta go. Bye.